Welcome to another Maz Play video. This is MazMojito, and today we're going to be getting into a medieval survival open world style game. And this is going to be the pilot episode. We're playing Bellwright. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so we're jumping right in here with the character creation screen. So there are not a lot of options as far as your different faces, styles, skin tones, hair, all that jazz. So we're just going to go with the best thing that makes sense for this time period and era and take it from there. Okay, so one thing I noticed right off the bat playing Bellwright, the loading screens are extremely long. So this is kind of a cut down, sped up version. But oftentimes when you load into a game or a transition, you're going to be sitting here for at least 2 to 3 minutes, if not longer. So I think they're working on improving that speed. They should be able to get that down to a lot shorter, but for now, it is what it is.
Isn't it funny how one small decision can have consequences that ripple through history? Or are we victims of a predetermined path? Was it chosen for you the day you visited your favorite woods on your 10th birthday? Was it destiny that the royal family were hunting there at the same time? From a tree on high, you watched as Prince Voldar and Princess Osen laughed, talked, and tracked wild animals without a care in the world. And you watched in helpless horror as a stray arrow bolted through the trees, hitting the prince in the chest like a lightning strike. Just like that, the prince was dead. And when the princess found you standing over her brother's dead body, it felt as though the gods were playing a cruel trick on you all. In the panic and confusion, you ran from the scene as fast as your legs would carry you. Fueled by rage and grief, the king demanded the head of any child who fit your description. Fearing for your life, your father asked a friend to bring you far away. Away from the king's wrath. In the middle of the night, you were taken from your home and brought away on horseback. In tears, you called out to your mother, but it was too late. Your old life was over. For years, you hid from the royal family, your resentment growing. You heard stories of your homeland, the rise and fall of a rebellion, the death of the king, and the reign of the evil Queen Osen. But on the eve of your 20th birthday, your guardian, the man who smuggled you out of Carvinia and kept you safe all these years, was brutally killed by a mysterious assassin. As he died in your arms, his hand clutched a coin with a strange sigil emblazoned upon it, a clue. Now, you have returned to your homeland for answers, through choice or through fate. vengeance would be yours. But how will you fare in a land you no longer recognize?
All right, so a nice little cutscene there to give you a background of the story. Basically, a situation where you were in the wrong place at the wrong time as a kid, and therefore got blamed for something that you did not do. So here we are, fast forward years later, you're back, and now you're trying to get some answers as far as what happened to your guardian and what's going on in the world since you left as a kid. All right, so very traditional open world game. Walking around, they give you an objective in the upper left, but you don't necessarily have to go do that right away. In fact, I'm just going to go around, pick up some sticks and stones here, because that's usually going to be the foundation for any kind of crafting you do in these types of games. Very similar to Medieval Dynasty and other style games like theirs. So we'll do a little bit of exploring and gathering.
Let's talk. I think we need to talk, traveler. You're a new face around here, and new faces showing up rarely ends well for this village. I have a duty to my village first and foremost. I need to know who you are and why you came here. Looking for answers, huh? In a perfect world, I could give you all the information you need and you could be on your way. But speaking openly can be a death sentence these days. As long as you're asking questions, you're putting us in danger.
I'm hungry.
Looking for trouble?
No, but you have my permission to build a shelter on the outskirts of the village. Come back once you're set up, and maybe you can earn your keep.
Okay, so they constantly give you good tips and instructions on how to play the game. Pretty big map. We're over here by Herondine as far as the town, and it's a fog of war style map. So as we go out exploring, more areas of the map will appear, showing us the different roads and other towns on the map. And it looks like we can interact with pretty much everything in the world as long as you see that F button present on your screen. Alright, so zooming out on the map, we got a couple bandit encampments here. It looks like they're color coded, green being the easiest bandit camps, yellow a little bit medium, and red being the ones that you should stay away until you get a little bit stronger. So we also got a couple towns on there, Padstow, Bradford, Blackridge. So those are also different areas that we're going to be fanning out and exploring and meeting some new people. Alright, so one of the things that I most likely will struggle with is the inventory management, because you have a small bag to start off with. You don't have a lot of squares for picking up different things, so if you like to go grab everything like I do, and the things don't stack in this game for some reason, your backspace is going to fill up pretty quick. So we're going to continue on. I'm going to have to start dropping some things or eating some things or crafting to free up space in my bag. Alright, so after doing a bit of exploring, running around, finally settled on a place to go ahead and build my personal shack. It's not too far away from the village, but it's not too close, because obviously if you get too close, you can't harvest any of the resources that's within the town's border. So we're gonna go ahead and set up shop here. It's a short jog away to the town, and then we'll expand our town from this area out. So the building system in this game is not too complicated. Early on, they have just you put the outline of the building that you're trying to produce, and then there's little white dots everywhere that show you where to actually drop resources. Actually, when you're also doing the building, they have like a little area where you can actually drop off the resources and then quickly start filling in those white dots. But for now, we have to just kind of put things in and then run out and go get more supplies when we're low. Alright, so at this point in time, I think we're going to go ahead and put a bookmark in the video, come back, continue to fill in the white dots with the different resources that we need to collect off the ground, and expand our town. So as usual, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe because it really helps out the channel. And we will see you in the next video.